Reap What You Sow, RWYS. That was a crazy song to work on. While Guster has mixed and mastered all of my material for pretty much ever now, the first track that him and I actually collabed on and worked on together in a minute. And I think how it kind of sparked was I was going through like a Meshuggah type phase, and I was like, yo, like I want something kind of just low, droning, just and he presented me with the music, and the song, it's not conventional by means of, you know, the typical verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. The riff is just kind of like this snake that just kind of slithers. It has its ebb and flow, you know, it's not balls to the wall heavy the whole time, it has this groove and locks in. And I realized that whatever I did vocally, for better or worse, it was going to have to follow. It was going to have to give dynamic to elevate the piece, because the music itself, it had a story of its own, and like I said, it had its own pitfalls, tides, and cascades. So I had to match that, and I went through lyrics and lyrics and lyrics, and just couldn't settle on anything that really sold me on the story. Or even, you know, I went through many vocal ideas. It was months. I think I probably sat on it 6 months. But it just kind of, it's hard not to bitch about it nowadays, just because we're force-fed the bullshit and the horrors and terrors that are going on around the world. It doesn't matter where you're at. You're going through it in one form or fashion. And it's just life and the world as we know it right now is crazy. And that's the pain and the frustration and the gloom and doom that I wanted to capture. And then we had also added that ending breakdown, because I got the music and I was just like, we need something to really, really send this out. And he came up with that just off-kilter, chunky. And it wasn't a track where, while it's heavy, I didn't want to just be like, you know, doing gutturals and shit the whole way. I wanted to be aggressive, but I also wanted to have some sort of melodic inflection in it. And I think we did just that. Like I said, it has a familiar sound, but I think what Gus and I were able to capture on Reap What You Sow is just this crazy, serpentine, slithering, just monster of what the fuck that encompasses the world we're living in today. So let's hope, I mean, for me personally, I'm going to try to, you know, make it where Guster and I put out some more material, you know, more than another track a couple of years from now. You know, we just kind of locked back into that groove that we had found when we initially had started working together, and just added experience throughout the years, just between his compositions and production skills. And I'd like to think I've come a long way, you know, in the last 6, 7, 8 years that Guster and I have known one another. So, yeah, man, that's that. Reap What You Sow. Out on all major platforms now. Go check it out. Be sure to like and subscribe. Seethe on all major platforms. Same with Gus Wallner, a.k.a. You Think Music. We got a lot of cool projects in the works. Hell yeah. Go check it out. Jam it. Share it.